Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by Comet Resources, ASX code CRL. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of Comet Resources, Matt O'Kane. Hi, Matt.
Hi, good to be here.
Comet Resources is a multinational gold and copper explorer with a suite of prospective-looking projects across Australia and North America. In recent months, the company's exploration has focused on its Barraba copper project in New South Wales. However, it is now looking to build its copper portfolio following the acquisition of a slew of interesting-looking projects in the Northern Territory that boast a multitude of mixed metals that are headlined by copper. Matthew, copper price trading at pretty much decade highs. Why is that?
I think it's primarily being driven by battery electric vehicles and renewable energy, both of which are placing new significant demands on supply for copper.
You recently picked up a suite of projects northeast of Alice Springs that look to be prospective for a lot of different metals, but headlined by copper. How much land did you pick up out there and across how many project areas?
We've got about 840 square kilometres across three project areas.
And what are the names of those three projects?
The Unagalabi project, Paradise Well and Silver Valley.
All right, well, let's start with Unagalabi first. I note that you had some historic drill holes out there, which is always a good thing. How long ago were they recorded and what were the best numbers?
Quite a while, 20 to 30 years ago, so no modern exploration there, but some very good results back from those historical holes. We had 36 metres at 1% copper, 1.7% zinc from 1.5 metres, 5 metres at 1.2% copper, 1.2% zinc from 70 metres, so very near surface hits there, and the holes weren't deep, so lots of opportunity for extensions at depth and also along strike. Strike's about 1.7 kilometres.
And what about the Paradise Well project? Are there any old numbers out there worth following up?
There are earlier stage exploration at Paradise Well. Rock chip samples, though, have returned very encouraging results, 8.8% copper and 2.2 grams a tonne gold and also 6.2% copper in another sample. So very encouraging results there from rock chip samples.
The third project is the Silver Valley project. What attracted you to that project?
That project is primarily a silver-lead project and quite high-grade silver numbers there, and lead from historical rock chips also of 554 grams a tonne silver and 20% lead, which is very high. It also has some rock chip samples out there that also delivered copper at 11.9% and also gold at 2 grams a tonne. So polymetallic, but primarily a lead-silver project, and also very encouraging early-stage exploration for us to follow up on.
Yeah, it certainly looks like a lot of numbers begging for to see a drill bit. Matt O'Kane from Comet Resources, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR today. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.